in 4.6, you're going to have to find equations for lines where you're given either a point and the slope or 2 points. So the first ones are going to be pretty easy. One of the points that they give you is going to be the y-intercept. So let's say the point is 0, 2, and the slope equals 2 over 9. And yet you just have to put it into y equals mx plus b. So they gave you b, which is 2. They give you m, which is 2 over 9. So it's just y equals 2 over 9 x plus 2. And that's all you have to do for the first ones. Then you're going to get quite a few where you are given the y-intercept. So be careful or pay attention to what they give you. So another way they might do it is if the point is 2, 5 and the slope equals -2. So now here's where you're going to have to use the point slope form. So you're going to say y minus y1, which is 5, equals the slope, which is -2, and then in parentheses x minus x1, so it's just x minus 2. Alright, so now you have to distribute the 2. Y minus 5 equals -2x plus 4. Then we add the 5. And we get y equals -2x plus 9. They do want these in y equals mx plus b. So make sure you do that. Then, on some of them, you're going to be given, let's say it's going to tell you something like the x-intercept is at x equals -4, y-intercept at y equals -7. So the first thing you have to do is find the slope. So remember, the x-intercept is -4, 0, y-intercept 0, -7. This is something that you have to remember on these. So we're going to do y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So I'm going to say -7 minus 0 over 0 minus -4. -7 minus 0 is -7. 0 minus -4 is +4. So our slope is -7 over 4. So now we have the y-intercept, so we can just say y equals -7 over 4x minus 7. Alright, so then you're going to get some that are, you're going to get a word problem where you're going to have to use a certain letters. And it's going to say something like distance d in miles in relation to time in hours h. So you have to use d and h for these. And it's going to give you a graph. And it's going to be something like this. 2, 4, -2, -4, 2. Note that the tick marks aren't at intervals of 1. Pay attention to what it says that they are. So let's say that there's a point here at 0, 4, and one at 2, -4. So, first thing you have to do is find the slope. So here it's going to be 4 minus -4 over 0 minus 2. 4 minus -4 is 8 over -2, so the slope is -4. So now it's going to be d equals -4 h, and the line is at +4. So make sure you use the right letters. If you don't, it will mark you wrong. Okay, so if you would like to have some extra credit before this assignment is due, just send a message through myopenmath that you would like to have extra credit. Alright, so the next question is going to give you 2 points. Let's say you have -3, -6, and 3, 6. And you have to find the line that goes through those. So the first thing we do is find the slope. So I'm going to say 6 minus -6 over 3 minus -3. 6 minus -6 over 3 minus -3. That's going to equal 12 over 6, which equals 2. So now I need to put it into point slope form because I don't have one of the intercepts. I'm going to use this bottom one. So I'm going to say y minus the y here, which is 6, equals the slope, which is 2, x minus the x, which is 3. Now I need to distribute the 2, so I have y minus 6 equals 2x minus 6. Add 6 to both sides, and I get y equals 2x. And that would be the answer for this one. Okay, then you're going to get some that use the f of x. Remember, f of x, that basically means y. And whatever's inside the parentheses there is what the x term is going to be. So they're going to say something like f of -3 equals 4, and f of 1 equals -1. So these 2 points are -3, 4, and 1, -1. So now we have to find the slope. So I'm going to say 4 minus 1 and over -3, or 4 minus -1, which becomes 4 plus 1, and -3 minus 1. So that's going to be 4 plus 1 is 5 over -4. So -5 over 4. And then I need to pick one of these to use. I'm going to use the bottom one just because they're both 1s. So I'm going to say y minus whatever the y is, but it's a 1. So it's going to be y plus 1. It's a -1 there. And then equals -5 over 4 x minus 1. Now I need to distribute the -5 over 4. Y plus 1 equals -5 over 4x, and becomes plus 5 over 4. Now I need to subtract 1 from both sides, and when I do that, I need to have common denominators. So the denominator I'm going to use is 4, so I need to multiply the 1 by 4 over 4. So this becomes y equals -5 over 4x plus 5 over 4 minus 4 over 4. Now I can combine these, and I'm going to get y equals -5 over 4 plus 1 over 4. Okay, so those are the main ones. You're also going to have a pretty extensive word problem with some big numbers. So pay attention to the way I do this, and you'll be able to do it. So it says the number of shirts N compared to the price P. It says that 5,000 shirts can be made if they charge, or sold if they charge $79. So 5,000 shirts at $79, but they can sell 16,000 shirts if they charge $46. And it does give you the formula P equals M, which is a slope, N plus B. Mn plus B. So P equals Mn plus B. So the first thing we need to do is find the slope. So it tells us that n is our x. So that means the number of shirts. So our 2 points are going to be 5,000, 79 and 16,000, 46. Because it also says that p is our y. So now we need to find our slope. So I'm going to say 79 minus 46 over 5,000 minus 16,000. And that's going to equal 33 over negative 11,000. Now it also says in the question to round the slope to the nearest 3 decimal places. So when I divide negative 33 by 11,000, I'm going to get negative 0.003 or 0. Okay, so 003 when I round it. So that's what my slope is going to be. So now what I need to do is put it into the point slope form, and I'm going to use the 5,079 as my point. So I'm going to have y minus 79 equals negative 0.003 in parentheses x minus 5,000. And then I have to multiply through here. Y minus 79 equals negative 0.003 x plus 15. Now I add the 79 to both sides, and my answer is going to be y equals negative 0.003x plus 94. That's a 1. Okay, so it's going to be y equals negative 0.003x plus 94. Now, yes, this is what it does say to do to 3 decimal places. This one that I did worked out. I did pull it from the homework, so hopefully the one that you get will also work out so that it just divides evenly.